gentlemen, I'm your host, Truman Bradley. I have here in this graduate a chemical liquid that is potentially as dangerous as the most powerful explosive yet devised by man. I say potentially because in its present form, this power is dormant. What is it like when it's unleashed? Well, let me give you a demonstration. This cylinder contains a small quantity of the same liquid. Let's call it liquid X for the moment. Now watch as I plug up the escape valve and then heat it over the Bunsen burner. As you saw, the liquid expanded to such a degree that it blew the strong metal cylinder to bits. Now, let's try the other extreme of temperature on liquid X. This is a container of liquid oxygen. It's an elementary law of physics that liquid oxygen will create temperatures of extreme cold. This cylinder also contains our mysterious liquid X. I shall immerse it into the liquid oxygen. This time, when freezing, liquid X expanded. And since there was no further room in the cylinder, the force and energy of liquid X exploded the strong metal. And now, let's try another test, a little more personal. Don't worry, it isn't poison, and it isn't going to blow me apart. You've probably guessed it. Our liquid X is plain water, scientifically known as H2O. Without it, life on this earth could not exist. And with a great deal more, our barren wastelands could be turned into a Garden of Eden. This is the theme of the story we're about to bring you. It hasn't happened yet, but let's hope that someday it will. This is the setting of our story. The millions of acres of arid wastelands of our own Southwest. A blazing inferno of heat-drenched emptiness, unfit for even the meanest of God's creatures. The face of our continent has been changed mightily by man's scientific progress, all except the desert. There, science has seemingly met its master.
Now, we're going to have to wait a while, mister.
So I see. This would be a miserable place to really get stuck.
Oh, it all depends on how you look at it. Me, I like the desert. Wouldn't live anywhere else.
What do you do around here for a living?
Oh, taxi tourists like yourself. Run a few errands, a little prospecting. Used to run errands for Dr Dunlap. Guess that's why you're here, huh? Thinking of buying his ranch?
Buying it? I didn't even know he had it up for sale. No, I'm just here for a visit with him.
Visit? With Doc Dunlap? Mean to say you don't know what happened?
What do you mean?
Doc Dunlap got himself killed last week. Guess you didn't hear, huh?
Killed?
Yeah.
Well, that's impossible. I've got a wire here from him. It's dated 2 days ago. And it's signed John Dunlap.
That's a new one on me. I never heard of a corpse sending telegrams. But he's dead, all right. I seen his death certificate.
But I don't understand. Let's get on to the ranch.
Well, okay, I guess we can chance it. But then this ain't the spot for no fancy houses. Nice and lonely, though, if you got a hankering to do something you don't want folks to know about. It's Conway.
Didn't I tell you I was going to pick up Dr. Brookes?
Well, the plane was a whole hour early, Mr. Conway. Wasn't it, mister? Honest, I thought we'd meet you on the way back.
You're a liar. You thought you had a soft touch, that's all. I'm warning you, Charlie. You pull anything like this again, you're going to be in real trouble. Now, go on, get out of here.
Well, the man's telling the truth. The plane was a little early. Here you are, Charlie.
Thank you, mister.
I'm certainly sorry to meet you like this, Dr. Brookes. It's just that Charlie's an old crook. He takes advantage of strangers. My name is Norman Conway.
How do you do? Did I understand you to say that you were going to meet me at the airport?
Yes, I guess I should explain. You see, I was Joe Dunlap's closest neighbor. My ranch is about 20 miles from here. Also, I guess his best friend next to yourself. Sheila asked me to pick you up.
Sheila? Is she here?
She certainly is, right inside. Come on, Dr. Brookes.
Hello, David.
Hello, Sheila. The man that drove me out here said, well, he told me that John had been killed.
Oh, yes? Well, that's right. You didn't know, did you? It was a terrible thing, Doctor. An explosion during one of his experiments. Happened right out here in the desert about 30 miles from here, 8 days ago. At the inquest, it was decided that some of the chemicals and stuff he was working with must have exploded accidentally. An awful, tragic thing. Sheila and I'll explain why we sent for you, but first let's get you settled, huh? There's a little guest house right out in back. John used to use it for a lab. You ought to feel right at home there.
You sent that wire to me, didn't you? Signing John's name to it.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
You wouldn't have come if I'd signed mine.
I don't know what your reasons were, Sheila, and I don't care. I'm leaving as soon as I can get out of here.
I won't beg, David. You know me better than that. I just think it'd be worth your while to stay, that's all. You'll be paid very well for no more than 2 or 3 weeks' work. Norman and I'll guarantee you $25,000.
20? That's a lot of money, Sheila. Almost 5 times what an assistant professor would make in a whole year. But it doesn't impress me.
There's something that might. The work John was doing before he died.
I know all about it. He wrote me 3 months ago, explaining everything in detail. He also said that you'd walked out on him, gone back to New York.
He wasn't getting anywhere. Besides, his grant hadn't been renewed, money was running out, and I was fed up. I was wrong.
Why did you come back, Sheila, after he was dead? To collect the spoils?
I came back a week after I left. With these.
Pawn tickets?
$3,000 worth. My furs, jewelry, whatever else I could pawn.
You must have considered John's process a sound investment.
David, I think it can work with your help.
There's a saying, something about once bitten, twice shy. It's a cliche, but it expresses my feelings very clearly.
Okay. Okay, so I walked out on you 10 years ago. I'm not going to tell you I'm sorry I brushed you off to marry John, and I won't deny I did it because he was making more money than you. I was wrong more than once. David, I sent you that wire because there was a chance for all of us to make money.
A lot of money, Doctor. An awful lot of money.
No, I'm not interested, I said. Well, how can I get transportation back to town?
Back to town? You're not going to leave us. We need you. Didn't Sheila explain everything?
It wouldn't matter.
I'll tell you what. Let me explain it during supper. Wait a minute. If after that you're still not satisfied, I'll take you back to town myself. Is that a deal?
All right. I'll stay. For supper.
Come here a second, Dave. It's beautiful, isn't it? I don't think I know anything more beautiful than the desert at night. That land out there. 100,000 acres of it. And it's dead land. White, beautiful, and valueless. Think what it would mean, not only to us, but to the whole world, if a way could be found to produce water on every desert in the world. You're a scientist, Dave. You have a credo. And you wouldn't be doing this just selfishly. You'd be doing it for all mankind. All you have to do is finish up John's experiments. Get them in shape to send them to the patent office. All the preliminary work's already been done.
Just how do you fit into this, Mr. Conway?
I sold him a 50% share in the process after John's death.
Why?
Well, after Sheila's money ran out, I was loaning money to John for equipment and experiments. I've got quite an investment. He promised me a fair share for my help.
Well, perhaps another scientist in my field could help you out, Mr. Conway.
Next to Dunlap, you're the best in the field. I've checked. We'll even cut you in for 10%.
I'm not interested. If you'd be kind enough to get your Jeep, I'll get my bags.
Norman, wait a minute. Let me talk to him. Let me try once more.
You better do more than try. After all, it was your idea to get him up here in the first place.
Now you're acting stupid. David, you can hate me as much as you want, but John was your friend. Don't you want to see his plan succeed? Wait a minute. Here. Here, look at these. I can't read them, but he told me that after 8 years' work, everything finally clicked. He was on the right track.
Kept his notes in Latin, just like college. I'd like to look this notebook over.
All right.
I'm not making any promises, but I'll make up my mind after I've looked at the notebook.
You won't be bothered. I promise you.
How is everything?
Okay, I think. At least his light was on all night. I think he was going over John's notes.
Wonderful. I've got to hand it to you, honey. You've really saved the day. What's the matter, sweetheart?
I'm not your sweetheart, Norman, and my husband's only been dead a week. Let's keep the straight business, okay?
Okay. Morning, Dave. How'd you sleep?
I didn't sleep at all. Conway, did you tell me you found John after the explosion?
That's right. I was on my way over here to visit him. Why?
I'd just like to have a look at the spot where you found him. It might have some bearing on the aqua crystallization.
All right. I'll drive you out there anytime you want to go.
Fine. How about right now?
Let's go.
You see,
Different colors of grains of sand?
I scooped this up from the spot where John was supposedly killed. You see, the main component in John's process is the element tritium. After an explosion, traces of it would have remained in the sand and shown up under analysis. They did not. The explosion did not take place in the spot where Conway said it did.
But he wouldn't lie. He was a friend of ours.
Something else, Sheila. John's notes indicate that he took extraordinary precaution against explosions.
What do you mean?
I think he was murdered.
Dr. Brookes had formulated a theory concerning his friend's death. But scientists are taught that theories must be made facts before they can reach definite conclusions. The key to everything was the aqua crystallization process. David was certain that if he could recreate Dr. Dunlap's last experiment, he could also uncover the secret behind Dunlap's death.
Oh, it's you, Charlie.
Excuse me for sneaking in like this, but Conway's in the house of Mrs. Dunlap. I was afraid if I knocked on your door, they might hear me.
Well, what is it, Charlie? I'm busy.
It's about your friend, Doc Dunlap.
Yes, what about him?
Well, that spot Conway was showing you the other day, where he said the explosion happened.
Yeah.
After I saw you out there, I got to thinking about something that happened the day Doc Dunlap got himself killed.
Go on.
I was out prospecting that day. I saw Conway, and he was headed down from a different direction from what he said at the inquest.
Well, that doesn't prove anything, does it?
Yeah, I ain't finished yet. He was traveling fast over the desert. Something bounced out of the back of his Jeep. I picked it up.
Mister, aren't you jumping to conclusions?
But his notes indicate that he took every possible precaution against danger. You can see how that heavy gauge steel is bent.
What do you think did it?
Dynamite. Is it necessary to have a permit around here to explode dynamite?
Sure is. Issued them myself. Why?
Would you know if a Norman Conway purchased a fairly large amount of dynamite about the time that Dunlap was killed?
Matter of fact, he did. Why?
So that's how he killed Dunlap. He set off his own explosion after Dunlap had completed his.
Norm Conway's been buying dynamite off and on for years. So have 9/10 of the other people around here. They use it in prospecting. I'm afraid I can't arrest a man on that kind of evidence.
Well, did you get the cobwebs out of the brain?
Yes, I did. And I think I've got good news for you. I think I've solved the last of the problems.
You mean you recreated John's last experiment?
If you come in the lab in about a half an hour, I'll be ready with a demonstration. Oh, by the way, here are your keys.
Thanks. That's wonderful, Dave. Wonderful.
David set up some apparatus on the counter. Then he emptied the tritium from the jar and replaced it with ordinary table salt. He was all ready now.
This small container of tritium is capable, under very carefully controlled conditions, of being exploded, then reconstituted into a tremendous flow of water. Now, let me demonstrate on a small scale. First, we pour the tritium into the beaker. Now, the tube leads to the liquid oxygen. Our purpose is to mix the liquid oxygen with the tritium in exactly the right proportion. This is the most dangerous part.
Aren't you using too much tritium?
It's quite all right. It's perfectly safe. Go ahead, open the petcock, Norman.
We could be killed.
Well, you retain me as an expert.
You must be crazy. You're using too much tritium.
You seem to know an awful lot about this invention, Mr. Conway. You didn't by any chance know that John was very near a successful conclusion, did you? Of course you did. You also knew that anyone with John's notes could have finished the experiment and gotten patent rights. But you wanted them for yourself. And you wanted Sheila. It wasn't tritium that killed John Dunlap. It was dynamite.
You must be crazy.
You asked for a demonstration. Here it is, mister.
Don't touch that! Don't move.
The desert was their only hope, but at best, it was a forlorn one.
We've got to get out of the sun. Come on.
Sheila, it's water. This must be the place John set off the explosion. It's water.
No. It's a mirage.
No. It's his experiment. It worked. Come on. Must be Conway. Let's get out of here. I see you, Brookes. Get up. Put your hands behind your head. You wanted everything for yourself, Conway. Well, you'll pay for it with everything you got. That includes your life, mister.
Someday man will be able to produce water chemically in a practical way. And then the 1/5 of the Earth's area that today is desert will be turned into productive use, ending starvation and famine forever. It hasn't happened yet, but it could. I'll be back in just a moment. We'll be back with you a week from today with another exciting adventure from the world of fiction and science. Until then, this is your host, Truman Bradley, saying, See you next week.